District of Manatee County offers a specialized United Way first grade initiative program aimed at supporting first grade students who have been identified as needing extra assistance. The program's goal is to ensure these students achieve and maintain grade level reading proficiency by the end of third grade. Here to tell us more about this program is Jennifer Harrison, K-2 Curriculum Specialist for the School District of Manatee County. Jennifer, welcome to Suncoast Snapshot.
Thank you, Nicole. Glad to be here.
Could you explain what the United Way First Grade Initiative Program entails and its key objectives?
Sure. Well, of course, the main goal, the ultimate goal, is for us to enhance the literacy skills of our first grade students who are part of the 8 Title I schools that make up the cohort of the United Way program. And when we're talking about enhancing literacy skills, what do we mean by that and why first grade? We know that the research is telling us that, or has been demonstrating to us over the years, that early intervention is essential if we're going to tackle the reading proficiency at-risk students and build their academic achievement. And so through this program, we are doing just that. And we are taking are putting together one para into 2 first grade classrooms and making a cohort of 20 students. And these are our students who fall within a criteria based on the Florida Assessment of Student Thinking. And based on that data, we then form our groups. And the para then begins doing small group instruction, individual tutoring with those specific students. We know that it's important to hit these students by the end of first grade because they need to be developing their phonics and their phonological awareness and their fluency and their high frequency word knowledge so that they're able to decode words and read sentences. And so that is why this initiative is so important to our first grade students in Manatee County.
That's great to have such a well-structured program to provide vital support to students, ensuring they stay on track with their reading skills. What can you tell us about the partnership between the Manatee County School District and United Way Suncoast, and how does this collaboration benefit both organizations?
Well, that's a great question because it does benefit us both. And while let's talk about the school district benefits first, because there is nothing that is more important than having the manpower on campus. And so having that extra adult who is providing that intensive intervention with our students, of course, is one of the greatest resources that we could have. But the data doesn't just point to the academic achievement that we're seeing with our students and building those foundational skills. We're also seeing the community being built itself, where the para is creating relationships with not only the students, but their families. We have family engagement night that the para is very involved in, which United Way comes and I've worked very closely with Anna from United Way, and she brings books or provides snack bags for our parents, or just gives them a little information about what's available in the community as resources for them. So the partnership, academic wise, you can't there are no words to describe what it does academically. But beyond that, it reaches our families and builds that relationship with our families. So I think it goes together. In addition to that, I feel like it really epitomizes your mission, where it's create opportunities for all, because I can't think of a better way to create opportunities for all students than to help them succeed in school. So I think that's important as far as the benefit to United Way and how they're supporting our schools. And also it's helping us build those relationships with not only our students, but our families, and United Way is a big part of that.
It's great to see how the collaboration enhances support for students and strengthens the community.
Yes.
Can you share a success story or example of the program's impact on the first grade students?
Absolutely. And it's funny that you say a success story, because I could just go on and on with success stories that we've seen over the couple of years that we've been doing this. This past year, one of our big success, I would say, is, as I was saying, we're working with 8 Title I schools. We have 17 in the district, but we have specifically been focused in the 8. And when we came to the end of the year scores in proficiency, one of our first grade cohorts schools was the top in the district. So to say that they were able, that these are students who are coming from at-risk schools, that was a huge win for us. And when the principal was asked what she attributed to the success of the first grade students, she said it was directly related to the United Way para program. So that was a huge win for us. Now, when we say that we had this big success, we had lots of little successes too. Not all 8 of our schools were, of course, at the top of the scores after the FAST assessment. But I will say, when I was talking about the first grade intervention and how important it is, we saw so much growth in our students within just the pieces of the foundational skills that we are trying to build. Because we're also talking about a lot of students who are English language learners who are trying to catch up to their counterparts who are native English speakers. And so helping them build that foundation and seeing the growth within them meant just as much to us as having a school that was at the top of the district. So lots of wins, and we are very appreciative to the support of United Way.
That's amazing. Well, thank you, Jennifer, for taking the time to meet with me today. For those interested in learning more about this program, please feel free to reach out to Jennifer Harrison at harrisonj@manateeschools.net. And as always, remember, united we rise.
And united we win.